One single consciousness for us all is what I look forward to amongst black people in America. One single conscious. For that single conscious movement, I would like for us to all know, not believe, who we are. I want us to know ourselves. And I don't want us to believe in anything. After we know ourselves, the only thing that you are to believe in after that is yourself. We're going to rid us of believing in anything. Because when you believe in things that you don't understand, you suffer. Now, what I'm about to say is going to be very easy to understand. You grab hold of a dictionary. And when you grab hold of said dictionary, hopefully it'll be a Webster's or an American College, American Heritage Dictionary, New Collegiate Edition, something of that level, or Oxford Edition. And we're going to look up the word black. And we're going to see that the word black is an adjective. And we know that an adjective is a modifier used to describe or modify other parts of speech, right? Then we have a noun on the other hand, and a noun is a person, place, or thing. So again, we have black. When you look up black, you will see that black is an adjective. Go ahead and read the definition. It'll have something in there about a dark-skinned Negro person that falls in the category of the adjective black. So there are people that fall under the terms of black, but when black is used to describe, what is it describing? Is it describing a person, place, or thing? No, not a noun. It's describing a status, a condition. It does not describe the color per se, or the ethnicity, or that of the person. Evidence? When you move from the word black, go down a few more and you'll see a word blackamoor. Blackamoor. Blackamoor is a noun. Feel free to read the description to any dark-skinned person, and then it goes into African descent. Well, they try to tell us that we were African Americans already, so we're obviously of some type of relation or of African descent in that way. So we are the blackamoors. But not only that, we don't have to have the black in front of the Moor. The Moor, go ahead and look further, M-O-O-R, is the noun base that black is modifying in that term. So you are a Moor, descendant of Arab Berber peoples. Arab means the people could speak Arabic. We already know that black people were practicing Islam. So we look over again and we say Berber people. Berber people were Moors. They were brown. That's where the dark-skinned Arabs were Moors. Interesting concept. And also the dark-skinned Ethiopians and the Egyptians who cross over into northern Africa and into Europe and dominate Europe for 1,000 years, all the way up until the 1492 when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Christopher Columbus wasn't free to sail no ocean blue without being under the direct of black people until 1492, when they got in charge and they said, well, let us try to find out what's going on across seas. First thing they had to do was get a hold of some Moors that were knowledgeable of the seas and navigation, because Moors had already been traveling the seas for millions of years. How many? Millions of years, not just thousands of years, as the white man would have you say. But see, the white man is conflicted with his history because his nature can only go back as far as 60,000 years, and what he knows as it being a white race to rely upon before they found out, oh, okay, so it's Negroes. It's Negroes too. Like they hadn't seen any Negroes before because everyone had lost their hue. There was no color. They were seeing Chinese people. They hadn't seen people that actually had dark skin in quite some time after being trapped in the ice and in the caves of the Caucasus Mountains. However, for millions of years, people that had color in their skin were the only kind of people that walked the planet Earth. So the white man is having trouble catching up with the concept that these people are the ancient people. People that have hue in their skin have an ancient genotype that is not present in the Caucasian. The Caucasian has not been on the planet Earth as a species long enough. So they keep trying to put themselves in history where they do not belong. Now that the timeline has been put into proper perspective, and we now understand that the time of Hannibal Barca was actually relocated in history, and he was a part of this 1,000-year Enlightenment period where we brought knowledge to them. They had 2 universities and had explored, and these things that they tell us about in these schools that they call discovery, these are European discoveries. But amongst other ethnicities and nationalities of the world, these are not new. This is not new knowledge. This is old knowledge. And we are actually behind by following this schedule, helping the white man come along as he introduces the technology that he has on hand, holding back the best parts of what's available right now for people that have more money. So that everything has been dictated and dominated about money, and we have lost the intellect, the general intellect that we need, the pool of intellect that we need in order to make more progress. These schools aren't teaching what we want to know. They're not giving the basis structure for us to move forward and engage in the world, not in competitively, but productively. The world can be productive together. We can make all of our competition useful in a way to benefit us all instead of only benefiting a few. This is what we look forward to, in at least my personal concept. I can't even speak for anyone else just because I might be the same skin tone. This is what I want as a person. I want black people to have a true nationality, and Moor is already in place in the dictionary as a noun. There's no need to create a new word. We just take the old word back and make it well known again who we are. Once you know yourself, that takes away a lot of the crap when you're filling out the application and it asks you your ethnicity when you're going for a job. What's your racial background? It brings to mind when you have a child and they ask you that for the birth certificate, what to put down. And you're thinking, I'm not black, and I'm not just like an African. There's something that seems to be missing. And Moor is actually the term, the word that's in the dictionary. If you just look it up in the dictionary. That's what I ask everyone to do. Do not believe what I'm saying. Look up in the dictionary, black or Moor, Moor. And if that dictionary doesn't have it, go get a better dictionary. Because the best dictionaries, the scholars' dictionaries, have the words. And these are the words that are being used and applied to you in a court of law, in your school system, in your records that are being passed around behind the scenes. Yes, these are the words that are more meaningful and more powerful for you in this life that you live. I hear people that want to question, we're black people and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with us being black people. Why do you make it a play on the European word like the word means anything? See, what that person is exhibiting is belief. Remember, I'm not a believer, I'm a knower. And anything that I tell you or that I suggest has to be provable. It can't just be random thought that's just being dangled out there in the air, more rhetoric for you to hear and to go off and smoke a joint or drink your drink and just pass off. No, this is something you can actually work with. You can condense and make yourself real. This is real. And that's the difference in believing and knowing. If someone is telling you something that you can actually make real, they're telling you something that you can use. If someone's telling you something that you can only dream about, don't waste any more time as soon as you realize that. Thank you.